sitting on?
I'm recording on live. What's up, guys? Welcome back here. So I'm live streaming. We're gonna be playing some creative, and we're gonna be grinding creative.
Oh, do this.
So guys, watch my live stream.
Okay, I will.
This is a family-friendly channel.
Oh, okay. Frig.
Frig? What's frig?
Frig.
I get like at least 2 people that watch my live stream each day.
I have a bunch of people who I subscribe to, so I'm just gonna go on TikTok and click your YouTube bio. So
Damn it.
I'll do it.
That's not the link. That's
Oh my god, you
Andy's channel.
crazy.
I can't find you.
Then what's your channel then?
Just type in Mr. Scuff Live. M is capital.
That's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
M is capital. M is capital. Excuse me. M is capital. And then there's a space, and then S is capital.
Yeah, that's the YouTube channel I subscribe to, the Mr. Scuff Live.
Yeah, there's really nothing right now.
I see Mr. Scuff live stream, but that was 5 days ago. That's your
Everybody call.
Oh, I see you.
Everybody
Oh, no, I see it. No, I see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna subscribe.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
What's up, user?
I just put
Guys,
live
can you
chat
join?
hello.
Can you join the map?
I did. The map. I forgot to talk about the live stream.
Do not start it yet, okay?
Don't start it.
Do not start it. Okay, now I can start it. Ew! Ew!
Ew.
Screw off, man. I'm scared of bugs.
You're scared of bugs. That's
Hey guys, who wants to get freaking sniped by a sniping god?
no one can.
You're not a snake god.
Whoa.
Wait, is that Brady Hutchins up there? Oh wait, no, she's not even in the match yet.
Yeah, spectating.
I was about to say, like, when do you like start cranking 90s?
I'm gonna invite my friend. No, he's not gonna.
What's that?
invite you guys.
Yeah, I saw that on the stream. Like, your friend invited you.
Lagging. Just one watching, Mr.
Fuck off!
Oh!
Fuck off! I don't want to kill you. Why?
Oh my god.
Uh,
Oh my god, this
will your life stream low?
No!
What?
It's frozen.
It does that.
Here you go. I got you, man. I got you.
Oh, you trash. Dude,
I just can't. You can get copyrighted for this.
you can get copyrighted for what?
Yeah, for having the music on. You know what I'm saying?
What music?
I put on music right now. I was like, oh yeah, copyright.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
Everybody subscribe
Are
to
you
Mr.
as good as
Scuff.
me?
Subscribe.
Clearly you're not.
You don't
You
subscribe.
peasant.
You will have bad luck.
Don't shoot at me.
Peasant.
You're a peasant.
Hey, Big Hutchins, stop building a freaking staircase the whole time.
Alright, people.
She doesn't know how to build. So don't
Wow, get on out!
Eric.
My kill.
Yeah, you third party.
Well, I'm sorry, Stacy, but I can do what I want. And right now, I'm like third partying, even though I shot at you first. Wait, no, sniping more, bro. Sniping more. Like, no scopes and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to do that.
Ah! Why are you guys out for blood? Eh. Oh wait, I freaking paused your live stream.
That's why it stopped. Yo, what up, Bob?
Hey, Bob.
I'm having.
Mr. Scuff's
I'm
live
having to
right
hear my
now.
freaking deep
And
voice
I'm the
while
only
streaming.
viewer.
Yeah, guys, imagine freaking having. It's kind of weird hearing my deep voice and then me just screaming.
What's going on,
That's all that
chat?
shit.
Welcome to the stream.
You're streamed late, bro.
What?
Have you tried Twitch?
I'm on Twitch.
I'm not. I'm too
Good
young.
for you. I didn't ask you.
I'm
TikTok.
I picked up.
Dude, you're such a third party. You're kick scientist, dude. Kick scientist.
I shot you before. Why are you kicking him? Dude, I shot you in the head.
Scientist. They get body scientists.
I'm kind of scared to see if he'll freaking scream or not, but he's not in the party, so.
Scuff, you want me to make the party public so the viewers can join?
Yeah.
I'm already in the party, so.
Alright, everybody, the party's public. So add Scuff on YouTube if you want to join.
Wait, who else is watching? I know I'm one of the viewers.
I'm one of the viewers too. It's just me and Eric.
Oh. Hey! I'm in a freaking live stream with my favorite YouTuber!
You should tell all your friends to sub to me.
Okay.
But you should talk to my friend freaking Stealth 5000. Like, he's actually amazing. Like usually I joke around about that, but he's actually really cool.
Why you third party, Eric?
Why you?
Why?
Oh, he body!
Oh, I thought you were in third party, huh?
No, I shot him right after he killed you.
Oh, you're playing on freaking PC.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know. I didn't see it till now. I know. Well, I see why you're editing now. And why you're such sweat. But dude, Scientist Mason plays on freaking phone.
What?
He plays on mobile.
He's
Or I think it was a tablet. I think.
We all know that.
You know that?
Yeah, I knew that. How did you?
No, I meant freaking Scuff, cause he gives Scuff the hardest challenge on here.
I didn't see that.
Yes, you did. +2 and it's the prize public. I forgot because we had to make it.
Don't kick him, it wasn't him.
Datsky, you wish. I'm your god. Praise me.
No, I'm not praising you. What are you talking about, man?
Praise me. Praise me like a fake god you believe in.
I'll praise Big Mac, but not me.
I'm your god! Where are you? I don't see you. I'm scared. I'm scared. Mother! 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 No, hell no. Get out. Get out of that mother. What's next with throw open?
What?
What's next with throw open?
Hi TikTok. Subscribe to Mr. Scuff on YouTube to see some Fortnite content right
Subscribe to
now.
my boy.
He's
Subscribe
live
to my boy.
streaming right now. And if you want to join him, the party's public. Add him. His name is Mr. Scuff. And
Yo man, subscribe to my boy Self 5000. He said if I get viewers for him, he'll give me $5.
That's his name right there. Scuff on YouTube. Add him on Fortnite. And yeah, bye. I'll also give you guys. Add him on TikTok.
Dude, subscribe to my boy Stealth 5000, bro. He's a PC player too, but I'm pretty sure he's better than this guy. No man, he's in my freaking grade. He's awesome, you know what I'm saying? You don't deserve shield. You don't deserve shield.
How do you have better ping than me? This is impossible.
I'm your god.
Oh, I don't have a track. You need track.
You're dead. Almost slashed your door.
No, you're trash! You're trash!
I'm a sweat!
No, you're not.
You're pretty trash.
Oh god, bro. Look at you, I'm looking at your stream right now and you're struggling to build. Look at your freaking ping!
Bro, only Johnny.
I'm at 15, dude.
Oh yeah, Johnny's a pretty sweat, man.
Johnny's better than me.
Yeah.
Johnny sucks.
Dude. Johnny's only better than me at building. If he had no building at all and only fighting, he would be garbage on. Which he is. Because every time I play Blackout with him, I garbage on him.
Wow, you knocked me down.
No, like, I'm not even joking right now. I freaking garbage on him every time we play Blackouts. Because since he can't build, and he always... Hi, buddy.
GG Scuff.
That was a headshot, that was the last shot.
I'm putting things on.
Oh, yo, Bob on.
Bob.
Guys, I just gifted Eha a skin.
Why?
Wait, what? You got a Yeehaw skin?
Yeah, I gifted Eha a skin because.
Oh, I thought you said you got Yeehaw.
Scuff is live right now, guys. By the way, he's live.
Who is?
Yeah, Scuff is live, bro. Don't. Yeah, it's family friendly, so don't send any bad words.
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
Which is almost impossible for me. Which I don't even know why you're asking.
Is your? How am I getting on my son?
Come with that. Baka.
If you're hunting,
Yeah.
my account got hacked, so but
Baka.
to me something, and then somebody from the locker gifted me the black.
Wait, how?
So that's what. Yeah. Yeah. Did you give him your password or something?
Oh, just hacked my account. I don't know if they got banned or something.
What'd they get? What'd they take?
They took everything out of my locker, and then Bop gifted me this skin, and then somebody was.
You know Scientist Mason? You know Scientist Mason? Suck an avocado. I heard they're great for your health.
You realize you're on stream right now, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to be family friendly right now. I would say something way inappropriate, to be honest. Ah! Suck a big fat avocado.
Want me to show you? Suck a big fat avocado? What?
Suck a potato. I'm gonna drive.
Oh my god, thank you.
Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift, guy.
Well, how come I don't get a gift, huh?
Liam-san.
If I knew you guys would like, Garbage dog.
I was not garbage. My game wouldn't let me reset.
Dude, I'm looking at you right now. I'm looking at your edits.
What?
But you're struggling at things.
Hi, Liam. Scuff is
Liam,
live.
dude,
Scuff
give
is
me
live
something right now.
What?
Baka. No.
What?
Baka.
Oh, I can live healed now.
Scientist Mason, are you on tablet or mobile?
Tablet.
How the fuck am I being garbage on? Dude, 1v1 Black Ops, bro, you'd be annihilated.
You would too. I'm.
Did you play on PC, bro?
I played
Playing console for once. Hey, PS4 trash, fucking remote controllers, no? I don't know, fuck's all. But the Xbox controllers, that's where it's at.
Xbox.
Not the gameplay. The gameplay fucking sucks. Controllers, I don't know. But the Xbox controllers, that's where it's at.
3 are watching right now. Who else is watching besides me and
Just
Aaron?
us. That's really it. Are you even watching it on your phone?
Yeah, I'm watching it on my phone.
Scuff. I need to beat you. Wait, who else is in the game?
Me.
Oh, Bubba, you're in the game? Nice.
This is my first.
Scuff's probably gonna wreck you, but...
This is my first time on, so don't go try hard.
I think you're gonna touch on him. Wow, bro, you got garbage on Scuff.
I was going terribly easy on him.
No, we're not me though. Well, I'm a sweaty Midas. Now we're Is it because I'm Mexican?
Miles and David and Liam, I got the new.
It's because you have privilege and I don't.
I got the new.
I'm taking
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
No
Gotta
one
go
kill me.
fast. Gotta go.
Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast.
I don't wanna die by bots. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Liam.
Scuff! Suck an avocado.
Liam, I gifted
am in third party.
because his account got hacked.
Shut up and hold it where the sun don't
You're
stop.
so bad.
Good job, scientist. Good job, scientist.
Third party.
Oh, William left. I'm trying to be family friendly here. Oh, so stick a frijole, a bunch of frijoles inside where the sun does shine. Here. Here's no one. Joey.
Dude, the
Hi,
park's
Joey.
public.
Hi, Joey.
Yeah, we know we made it public because of Scuff's live stream.
Oh, let's see y'all.
2 HP check.
Who's that's my dog? My dog's
I think
adorable.
Gavin's watching. Cause Gavin always
Wait, is
watches.
Gavin
Gavin's
watching?
a true supporter. He watches.
Is he even on? He's not on.
Yeah, he was.
Gavin, if you're watching, get on right now.
Yeah, bro, get on right now. Back off.
I'm in double finger.
Yo, yeehaw, you about to get fucking wrecked.
Don't kill me.
Someone unwatched the live stream. Someone unwatched the live stream, which wasn't me. Because it says 2 are viewing now. It said 3 were watching, but now it's 2.
Where are you on Twitch?
You don't ever do that to me, yeehaw. You're my friend now, but you don't ever do that to me.
I swear.
Well, are you on
You swear on what? You don't swear unless you're trying for something.
Ah! You said to not kill you.
Leave me alone.
Are you guys double teaming?
Back off. You did. Push it.
Oh, you're close.
Don't want to watch my favorite YouTuber watch Mine Diamonds.
Why would I do it like one of the first shows?
Bro, they're double teaming.
You guys got a wanted for shit. Wanted.
Dude, come on.
GG gamers.
Laka. But how many subscribers do you have?
He has 20. He has 20.
Stop.
Nibra. Yo, my boy Stuff 5000
And I
has
have
50,
0.
bro.
And I have 0 subscribers.
What are you doing, mate?
Because I don't make videos.
Well, man, I don't either, but that doesn't mean nothing.
I just pickaxe you.
Bob, is this you? How come you're mad?
Are you sad? Yeah.
This was.
He must be sad if his account got scammed.
I wonder how it's.
Yeah, are you actually sad? Like, honestly, tell me. Like, is everything okay? Come here, Hutchin! Come here, Hutchin!
No.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. If I want to die, I want to kill myself. Okay, let's get that straight. No, it's good.
Easy.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh! Ah! Yes! 5 health! 5 health in a dream! 5 health in a dream! I wanna watch it on the stream, hold up. Yeah, I'm sorry, Scuff, bro.
Oh my god.
Sorry to do that to you.
That's just kind of funny.
Guys, I'm back.
Who shot me? Scientist! Dare you.
Where's Bob at? Is he dead?
Yeah,
No, he's with the grandma. He's with the grandma.
Are you, wait, Bob, are you talking? I can't really tell, because you're talking like really,
I was talking to my mom.
my mom told me to shut up over there, my dad was sleeping. It was also pretty funny.
I could snipe you. Do you want me to snipe you?
No, screw you.
You literally sniped me.
Baka. Choo!
Chewbacca.
I'm Baka.
Chewbacca.
It's like Nani. Except, Baka.
Oh, milk.
Baka Choo.
He needs some milk.
I want some milk. Milk. You want milk now?
He needs
Tell him to get
some
milk. I want to sit
milk.
around here.
Scuff, how do I donate?
You say,
You actually gonna donate to me?
I might.
Dude, I would watch your stream just to see what you're doing, like stream sniping, you know? So I really can't, because your thing's delayed. I really can't tell. And I'm watching this on my freaking Switch.
I've seen 5 agents.
Thank you.
Is that true, Agent Scuff?
What?
Yeah, but no, when I
They stream sniped you.
stream sniped him.
I want to.
That's not true.
You're
He
so
did not
sweaty.
Dude, I'm wearing a Midas skin. My plan is to be freaking sweaty.
Damn it.
Vogel and Midasons are so sweaty.
That's why I'm wearing it.
I'm freaking sweat.
You wish. I'm here, God, now. Where the hell are you?
donate.
Yeah, wait, where are you, Scientist Mason?
Usually there's like a little money sign, like a little, like tiny like money sign on the chat, or you like put it in the
Hello.
description.
Okay, there we go.
Donation link.
Stop. What are you streaming on right now?
YouTube.
Oh, what's your YouTube channel?
So it's Mr. Scuff with a capital M,
I'm just freaking sweaty as hell.
and then a capital L.
Okay.
And just type in that live.
Sweaty!
You go to live.
Hey, I'm watching it all over again. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Slow mo.
There we go.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, let's go.
Who else?
I was watching it like all over again.
Oh, give me a sec. Okay, after this round, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna go on my stream and see how I can donate. Can you actually?
Over here,
I actually kind of need it.
Yeah, but I wanna buy new keyboard now. Leave me alone! Yes, nothing but peace!
Someone sniped me.
No, I was sniping. I
So there's Bob out.
Dude, I'm so bad.
Hey bro, stop healing up, huh?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh no.
Baka.
Bro, I'm so rusty.
Okay.
Where is it? He's in a bad mood.
Wait, who else is alive?
Oh, sorry, that man's fire burning.
They stop their Hutchins.
Finally, the sweat gets sweated.
My feelings are hurt now. Wait, whoa. Wait, was this show?
Scuff, what's your YouTube channel? What's your YouTube channel again?
It's Mr. Scuff, capital M, and then a capital S and space.
Me, my Gucci shoes.
How about Bob?
Who is this? Why are you spamming? Scientist. Me, my Gucci shoes. You literally spam again. I'm gonna kick you.
How about Bob?
Who is this?
Come on, bro. 1 HP. Let's go. You get pissed off or mad. Oh, that's all these feelings I have.
You like Scotty Sarge? You like Scotty? Eric?
I thought I heard that, I swear.
Yes. Hey, you guys know? Do you guys know this?
If you're in sound together, then you can sing this song.
You guys know that?
What the heck is
I'm
that?
gonna get
You
copyright.
guys don't know it? I thought Beard Hutchins should. Oh, yeah, hold on. You can't handle me freaking destroying my favorite scar. But I thought Beard Hutchins would know this because she's a TikToker, right?
I'm a TikToker.
Yeah, I'm a TikToker.
Yeah, see, I thought you would have known it, but I guess not.
I'm a friends-only TikToker, though.
Hey,
Yeah.
everyone else in here?
HP, you're trash. Yeah, you're 2 HP.
No! I don't wanna die. Little things make me.
Make me want
I wanna die!
Who's playing music?
Sorry.
God damn it, you're having a stream right now.
Hey, wait, hold up. My question is, if people are complaining about copyright in music, then how come there's freaking TikTok? Because TikTok is basically using a
Thank you for the free kill.
Go and kill me. And we're spending every day in your life.
then every
Here it goes, life is a kid.
And life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid. And life is not fair.
You're 91 HP.
Wait, Hutchins. You know this? Wait, not this. Let's see, hold up. Oh, I'm sorry. You know this?
song. I can barely hear it.
that was you?
Yeah.
Gosh dang it, stop standing still.
Oh my god. No, you just hit me.
Now it's spraying. Hit the difference, little kid. What I fucking make you do.
Yeah, yeet.
Joe. We're done. He also knows How do you not know the song?
Can you
yes, it
donate
is.
my TikTok?
I don't have money!
Let me look. Wait, let me look.
I don't have any money, okay? God, do you expect to get money from the poor?
How are you?
Cause I'm not poor, but I'm just broke. I'm just broke, bro.
Where do you donate?
I thought you were the.
They just threw one about me. Oh, try it
Who's invited?
Yeah, I know. I know she's on.
What the fuck is this?
I love Switch friends, and she's my friend on Switch.
I got sweet.
What the fuck is this? No, what the heather?
Dude, wouldn't I have my weapon out?
Hey, David.
Why are you telling him?
Hey, I'm gonna fight. Still can't be you. I don't have you.
Dude, you're so bad.
Wait, Big Hutchins, do you know this? No, like, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do. I hear it a little bit. Wait, Mr. Scuff, where do you donate? Like, did you?
Oh my god!
You asked me to donate.
I don't know how. You can donate on my TikTok.
My TikTok!
But you're live on TikTok?
I'm going to. I just need to set up something. Don't kill me. My inventory's not set up.
Okay.
What's up? Sorry. That's what you're supposed to do is a freaking box.
Tell me
That's
when
what
you're live
for.
on TikTok.
Oh no, stop on our side. Never mind. Me! God damn it. My feelings. I'm about to do it.
That's any compliment.
I thought you guys were gonna scream out in agony. I also thought you guys were gonna scream out in agony.
Don't play copyrighted music on his live stream.
TikToks, what are those, huh?
Like, bro.
What is TikTok?
Ty, this is we're doing a live stream right now. This is actually a
You have
live
to be friendly
stream.
Sunday.
Ty, this is a live stream right now, so you can decide if you want to still play or
Good
not. 'Cause we're
husband.
actually live on YouTube.
What do you think TikToks are?
Copyright music, but don't play it on his live stream.
What are y'all playing?
Regular
Playing
video.
Zone Wars. And Ty, can you watch Will's live stream? He's live right now playing with us.
I don't know.
Alright, his name is Mr. Scuff, capital M for Mr. and capital S for Scuff.
Are y'all all watching it?
Yeah, I'm like the only viewer right now, but...
And you got me banned. And you got me.
Wait, so it's just everybody? y'all. I'm coming. Don't start without me.
What? I'm banned for 7 days. We haven't done anything wrong.
It's copyright.
On what?
I told you it's copyright.
On TikTok.
Oh, copyright.
I don't. We haven't did any like music. That's so dumb.
It said you're banned for copyright.
What's this?
What's the? My guy.
I thought that was Scientist Mason because you were sweating.
I'm not sweating.
You guys wanna make a YouTube video? Or anybody wanna play Arena?
Nope.
Sure, I can play Arena.
I'm trying to get the freaking game.
Hey, so like, how many more rounds do I have to play?
I'm actually good on Arena.
Yeah.
Wait, so there's no fall damage?
Some Arena with somebody.
I'll do it.
I can play. I'll do it.
I'm doing it because
Hey, Roman, we're doing a live stream right now on Will's channel.
Wait, who is that?
What?
Who just joined?
You guys want banana?
Yeah, this is Roman.
You guys want banana?
No, I don't want to play Arena.
Sure, it's pretty good banana.
I'm a banana.
Hmm?
Wait, why can I get out?
Yeah?
Everybody subscribe to Mr. Scuff,
Yeah, sure, for $30.
the best live streamer ever.
Or just give me the battle pass.
I don't have a gun. Wait, what?
Oh, well, you tied. What's up?
Someone.
I didn't know.
Give me the battle pass and I'll give you a banana.
I don't know what we're supposed to do in this game.
Hey, please don't kill me. Why?
Mr. Scuff, after
Fine,
this
I wanna eat my banana angrily.
after this round, I'll look up a tutorial how to donate on your live stream. I'll look up a tutorial and tell you how.
You know what? I mean this banana angrily. Thanks a lot, huh? Thanks a lot, Scientist Mason. I mean this banana angrily now.
Guys,
I'll
there's
copy
no
it
fall
first, thanks
damage
a lot.
in this.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Scientist Mason. After this, do you want to play some Arena?
Yeah. I'm down.
Guide base. I'm
Thanks a lot. Now I finished my banana early because you want to kill me.
I'm making a sky base.
Thanks a lot.
Making a sky base.
I was trying to eat my banana happily, but never mind. Some people just don't have manners these days.
Here, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I need to do something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I play Arena after this?
Yeah. Give me a sec.
I play Arena for you guys too. Please.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna.
Or can I at least sit out and watch?
Wait. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. This is funny. This is funny about me.
My feelings. My banana.
Play Arena. After one more round. I'm not fully warmed up.
Get the play Arena.
1 HP. 1 HP, dude. Scientist Mason.
Mason, is that your mom?
Scientist.
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 Look, I swear to God, I thought I heard your mom.
Scientist.
It's not my mom.
Scientist.
Oh, okay.
I got
Because I was like wondering, because I heard like a woman voice in your mic.
Scientist.
Huh.
How about left?
You wanna play?
Wait, don't
Arena?
kill me. I'm trying to do
You wanna play
something.
Arena?
Don't kill me. I'm trying to do
I'm
something.
gonna play. We're gonna play Arena after this round, okay?
Okay. Wait,
Can I play?
I'm trying to work on my builds.
do you know what proves I'm good at Arena?
What?
Can I play?
Yeah, you
That
can play.
I won only have one Arena win, but that still proves I'm good at Arena.
I have.
Lol.
I have like 2 Arena wins.
I have none.
Can I just
Hello.
Will guys sit out and watch if I can't do it? Like if I can't play arena?
Wait, do you guys have wait, what's your name? So Anna?
Everybody, shut up besides Will. Alright.
Wait.
Man, Dad, what are we
How
having
come
for lunch?
do you have a
Dad, what are we having for lunch? I'm gonna leave and invite you. Okay?
I just realized something crazy.
Where are you? Shani. Yes.
Wait a minute, guys, wait. Hello? The team's inviting. So I'm gonna invite Hello, who are you?
Do you remember me?
Wait, who are you again?
Do you remember me from TikTok?
Oh, is it you?
Yeah, it's me. You wanna play arena?
Me too.
What?
Wait, are you the one who I got the win with in arena?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can I invite that kid too then?
We can't. He's not on. He's at his cabin. Or at his.
Nice name, Jack.
He's at
Okay.
his. He's with his.
Oh, wait a minute. Who are we gonna play it with? Who's this?
This is my friend that we can play it with.
He's level 95. Jesus Christ.
He bought.
And the video game. How is it tier 95?
What? Oh, that was for my socks. Can you guys ready?
Is this kid good? Because he's on mobile. Yeah. That's Rufus's map. That's both Rufus's map. Oh, let's go Ice Crystal. I want the stupid axe. Those Rufus are fucking go. Hello, Mason. What's up? Hello. Do you play on mobile? Yeah, I'm what? I'm good. Ethan, Jesus Christ. Do you play on mobile? Every time I'm calling, she says she's gonna call me back. Scuff on YouTube. I've been doing it to get a turn on that in the last one. Jesus Christ. Scuff on YouTube.
Yo, hello?
Scuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't know who it was, that's why I didn't join you for a long time.
Oh.
It's because you changed your name.
Cause my.
Let's try and get this arena win again if this kid's good.
This kid's decent. He has really cracked aim, but he's not good. That good at building. This kid's such a strong bot. Let's get this done. Sorry if I have bus fare. I'm in division.
I thought it was one of his new episodes against Pat. Lazy Lake Retail Row.
Lies I like.
Come on, let's go to Lazy.
Thanks, Mason. Put your mic up in your mouth, man.
I'm not the silly bitch who's gonna learn to say, hey!
I might not be good because I changed my sense to like 13 for X and Y sense. So.
Well, change it back then.
No, it makes me really good. It's just my AR aim's not that good. My sniping, everything's still cracked. It's just my AR aim because I know it's gonna be really good. It's just I changed it.
Yeah. I get ya. Oh, there's a trio.
Yeah, one trio. Oh no, I'm gonna have to land over here, boys.
Yeah, there's one trio.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to land over here. This guy's landing my house.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll go on the big top.
Don't land with me because there's not enough. Let's go, Daddy.
I think because I bet not to do that. Can I get it done? Right, Jack, you can be the judge. Ethan, let's meet.
Who landed by me?
Well, you gotta wait till we need to first.
Oh, we gotta launch. Let's go. We gotta launch.
Guys, don't come to me.
I'm getting shot at.
I'm getting mad.
Guys at the top. We have to group up. Come to us fishing.
Fishy.
Wanna go push?
I don't know where you are.
God, this kid sounds like a 5-year-old.
22. Because he got me.
Oh,
Yeah, 22.
Get in the middle so you can drop.
How old is he?
Hey!
He's 7.
Jesus Christ, he's that level
Not the
already.
rest of the Ethan.
No, he.
We're playing arena with a 7-year-old.
I'm checking nades.
Go next. Now JK.
I chucked loads like up earlier.
Attack on JK.
Guys, I didn't. Oh my God, I need a shotgun. I need a shotgun.
I'm kicking you now.
well.
I have a shotgun.
Yeah.
Scientist Mason, do you need help? You're fishy on me.
Go on, guys. Go on, guys. Go on, guys. Go on. Go on, guys. Come on, guys. Guys, I'm coming over. Hold him, folks. Let's go, Science Mason. Why are you saying?
Okay, now let me meet Scuff first.
Nah, this Science Mason's actually Scuff on YouTube, man. Oh, Scuff on YouTube. You're actually
Attack at the base of the other.
Guys, I'll try and kill him.
Let's go!
Let's go, guys. Guys, let's go.
You already got our arena points back?
I need math so bad.
I'm not bus by now because I'm the disease.
Guys, I got a,
What division is this kid on?
I don't know. I have, guys, I have
I'm in
some chugs.
division
Come to
three.
me. I have chug splashes. Come to me.
I don't know them.
Ethan.
I have chug splashes. Everybody meet up on me.
Yes, I'm coming.
I don't know. Jen, if you want a mini and a big pot.
Yeah, I have a biggie. Can I have that mini? Can I have that big hot? Can I have that biggie?
I'm sorry. Ethan. You respawn if you want me to kill you. Jump once if you want me to kill you, and jump twice if you want me to kill you. I mean, jump once if you want to respawn.
Just what I'm shouting
Kill
there.
you.
Can you tell him to stop talking?
Yeah, stop it.
Tristan, your mum shouting there.
You didn't even start yet.
He's not shouting. It's just his conversation.
Tristan,
Yeah.
your mum shouting there.
Mom, you know I've got my goddamn headphones in. Can you hear me? Hello?
Get friends get up Fortnite.
Yeah, okay.
Just stop.
What?
Oh my god, you just put my mum's on.
I made some fun get up Fortnite. I didn't know too.
He's really good at arena.
Who is?
That hunting rifle's mine. That hunting rifle's mine.
No, I'm
Hey,
sitting.
Jack! I'm walking.
Fishy on me. That's a hunting rifle. That hunting rifle's mine.
No, it's mine.
Okay, we need to make a race.
No, he. That's not fair. I'm really good with them. Please, can I have it?
Yeah.
Where's my sock?
The kid took it.
I need that.
Get them, man. Guys, what do you want to do? Where do I push?
I don't know.
Can we go agency down the lake?
Yeah, we can.
Well, the elephants or whatever it's called. The authority. Oh, you Pakistan.
These are the pajamas that I really
Wait, can you like Chloe so she wants to sit out and watch us? That's what Chloe wants to do.
Alright guys, I'm going down. Every time I'm going, you sure you don't go?
We stick together, fishy dude.
I got his back.
You should do it.
Just getting the clip in the bag.
Every time I'm going, she sure she won't call me back.
Okay.
Scuff on YouTube.
Yes.
You still do TikToks?
Yeah, you can just call me. Wait, we stopped him? No, we didn't stop him. I just haven't been uploading because of some family.
Alright, Ethan, let's meet each other. Okay, so what should I call you?
You can call me Will.
I'm driving me out. Just call me Tyler.
Okay, I'll just call you Fishy, okay? Can I call you Fishy?
Okay, Jack, get down here. Yeah, I don't mind.
Just call Scientist Mason Scientist.
No,
No, Mason. Just call him Mason.
I
That's
mean
his name.
Mason.
That's his name.
Whirlpool!
The whirlpool is kind of OP.
I know.
Hey!
Oh, there's those henchman things.
Dude, these henchmen can see you from ages. Kids! Guys, land up on this. Oh no. Oh no. Land by me. You wanna kill these? Kill the henchman.
Oh my god, there's kids on me. Can't you push them?
No. No, Jack, I swear to God.
Oh, there's an RPG.
Alright, Jack, come to that.
Tristan, look what I got.
Who needs stink bombs?
I'm back here. No stink bombs.
Guys, you wanna go and push those kids here?
I don't know. Oh, kid sniping?
I want some points.
That was no fair, he had a light gun.
Every time I'm calling, she says you're gonna call me back. I tell her, call me
No,
back.
yeah, you didn't have to do that.
Wait.
I mean, shut up.
shut
I'm
up.
focused.
Focus prison.
I want this compact. Yes, thank you.
Jack,
Let's go.
Full squad.
Squads.
Jack, I'll kick
We're
you.
not playing squads, dude.
No.
We're playing trios.
Oh, these kids are dog crap.
You tried to.
I want
are
my
dogs,
stink bomb.
Kids swimming. These kids are dog crap.
Come on me.
I'm down to my corpse.
He's going.
These kids are actually dog guys. We can kill them so easily. This is just some free play.
What up, stink
We have
bomb?
the drum. I'm getting shot at by the drum.
Ethan, what?
That kid's 1 HP.
Someone help me. It'd be nice if I wouldn't be being shot by the freaking drum. We need to meet up. We're split up. This is guys. Guys, we're split up. Here, Fishy, help me. Come by me. Nice. Finish him.
Go on.
Finish him.
She says she's gonna call me back.
Getting shot. Can you drop me mats? I don't know if those guys have. Here, drop me. I need some. I don't have it.
Guys, just stay here.
Wait, can you drop me those mats? I have none. Okay, that's.
Guys, just stay here. This is a bad place right now. Try and beat some kids.
I blanked one over there. Wait. These kids are all. This team's focusing on.
Ethan, guess what? They found his voice acting in
Can
the
you guys drop me
puppet
sniper
show.
ammo, please?
Oh yeah, I know.
He naded. Watch out for the nade.
What the hell?
Oh my God.
How are you so slow?
Hold walls. I need someone to help me hold walls.
How am I getting sniped? This game's dog shit.
What's the shit?
I'm dead.
And it came right was.
Chelsea, shut up and let
We need help. They're all on us.
Yeah, I'm helping.
Oh my god, that kid's one house.
Gotcha.
Cause my reboot. Oh.
Hold the wall. He just got hold the wall from me.
Wait,
Cause get my reboot.
No.
I need help. Scientist.
Come in.
Oh my god, I saw this kid just beating one so hard.
There's a kid in the northeast.
I'm pushing the kid.
No.
Oh, I'm pulling that out, pulling it He's one shot. He's one shot.
Oh, he's not. He's
I
killed.
think he's- Okay, check it out.
Let's go, guys, you're actually insane. No, could you redo me somewhere else instead?
We're gonna have to. I used a pad because people were around me, and if that pad, if I didn't. Can you drop me sniper ammo? I have none.
Ethan, mission accomplished and kill them. Ethan, jump down.
On us. Am I pushing us?
Right, come on.
Guys, you might want to get out because of Zone.
Kid on you? Did you
Yeah,
finish?
you go the base of yourself.
There's
as well.
kids healing above us.
Guys, no one's got
Go
it.
zone.
I'm pushing. Go up.
You have to go zone.
I'll be lucky, Ethan.
We can reboot you. Try to reboot you in lazy. I think. There's
Yeah,
all
we'll
this
try.
loot right here. Holy.
Oh, I lost my scar. I need my scar.
Now, you can start with your
Wait,
base.
push it. Okay, I'm coming.
Ethan, let's make a second floor.
You left me in the storm.
He's falling down. He's by me. I'm getting shot at.
Okay,
There's a kid under us. He's right here.
I know. Got
Look
it.
at that.
I'm gonna make the biggest scar base you can have on my board.
Hey guys, could you reboot me like at the
Oh
authority?
no, I'm just making it.
It's a
Okay,
zone.
we need to go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Do you have a launch
Wait, you
pad?
stop.
Yep, you're camping your base.
No, we're fine. We're gonna take the soul pool, okay?
We're getting shot at.
Don't wait. Let's come into the soul pool. Let's go. Follow me. We need to go in the soul
I'm
pool.
getting shot at. I'm gonna get sniped.
Okay, go in the soul pool. That's what we need. Okay?
Okay, yeah, but I'm trying to without getting shot at.
I'm knocking you down, Maxwell.
Let's come over. Okay, I'm going to
We need to get placement. I want to get placement. That's my goal.
Oh yeah, guys, reboot me at lazy.
That's what we're doing. No one's gonna be in lazy. People are all.
Nah, guys, you guys, you're insane. Just
The whole lobby. The whole
relax.
lobby's behind us. The whole lobby's behind us.
Nah, guys, you're insane. You're so good at arena, guys.
We might win.
I don't know what we're
Get
going to
his res. Get his reboot. We'll take some.
Yeah, guys, try and win this. Can I have mats and stuff?
Here, I'll get you minis. No.
Nah, I need a gun. Can I have a gun? Can I want a gun?
Yeah, here. I have a
Look,
compact.
you're in a game of arena tools. Then we're doing so good.
Here, don't take that from him. Okay, that's all yours.
What is it? Oh yeah, boys. Nah, I'm so good with compact. How did you skin this?
Watch out.
They don't see us. They don't see. Yeah, they do see us. They're gonna try to. He's on his own because he's trying to reboot. Go get him. We have to go rush this. Oh, we have a. Cracked him. 35 white 3 times. What's that?
Guys, I have mats and shotguns.
Let's go.
Guys, you're insane. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you that mad? Guys, can I have all ammo, please?
Yeah, here. I want that attack.
Legit.
Here, come here. I have ammo. Here.
And shotgun. Cheers. But I might get some of this loot.
We're mad, dude. If we get a couple more kills and then placement again, I'll be in a new division. Dude,
Guys, do you have med kit? Because I've just come into check. I'm not from store.
I don't have a med kit. I'm carrying minis, sadly.
Sadly.
Ethan.
Guys, let's start counting. Man, have some mats, guys.
Here, there's mats right here. Scientist Mason, can you drop him wood and stuff? Don't push that. Scientist Mason.
Man, Mason, don't
Yeah, you
push
can shot
that.
at now. Scientist Mason.
I'm staying in here.
Don't stay in there. Go by him. We have to stay by each other. Like scientists right here. We can't just. Let's go get the supply. Go.
He's just getting shot at.
There's a team over here. Watch out. Go buy scientist mission quick. Farm.
Right, I'm just gonna lock now.
Jump. Scientist Mason, don't get that. What are you doing? They got the supplies. 96 on that guy right there. We're getting naded. Yeah, those guys are here. I want to try to kill this guy. There's kids right here.
Remember those kids behind us.
They're getting naded. They're getting focused.
You don't stand it. No, I shot Ethan! That was Ethan! Oh no!
Guys, I really need maps. I really need maps, guys.
We can. No, we're getting people. We have to go to zone.
Can I have some wood and brick?
Here.
Wood and brick. Thanks. Oh, that's full brick.
Scientist Mason, don't go for them. We have to go to zone.
There's kids up on a mountain, got it.
Go take their pad. Take their pad. Don't shoot at them. Just take their pad.
I beat one. What do you mean? Oh God, I'm taking the whirlpool.
You got LMG.
Who's coming in the whirlpool? Oh man, I just took 4 damage. I need a kill. Does that make you have a med kit?
Go up there.
There.
Where are we going? Go buy scientists. I don't know where to go.
Really?
Yeah, this is good. 63.
I don't have any blocks. You gotta stand there, man. Let's shoot you kids.
I have my voice.
Come on, Scuff on YouTube.
Oh my god.
Scientist mode's on. Where does Scientist Mason go? Oh.
Yeah, we're back to
I believe in you, like,
yeah. There's a piece of
no, just a
No! He's at the zone, dude. What was he at? Yeah, he's so good too. You guys want to run it again?
Yeah, come on, let's go. I got so much over in the points that game.
I did too. Okay, we're so cracked. So cracked. I have to go after this round to eat, but I can get back on.
What do you have to eat?
To eat. It's 12 o'clock.
Look at this. This is why you're playing.
For him, it's like dinner time.
What? Look at this. Oh my god. Look at this. Eat up there.
There you go. Try snipe.
Ready up, fishy boy. Ready up. Let's do this.
I need to get into new division. You're in the game. We're not in the game. You have to leave.
What?
He's in the game. You guys are in the game. Leave the game. Leave the game. Leave the game.
No, it only start. No, we don't have to. It only start.
No, leave the game. Leave the game. I'm not in the game. Leave the game. I'm not in the game.
No, restart. It restart the whole game. It restart the whole game.
Yeah, leave. Leave the game. Leave the game.
Ox is just on a Fortnite.
Leave the game. Leave the game, guys. Leave the game. Guys, I'm not in the game. Leave the game. Leave the game. Hello? Leave the game, guys.
Hello?
I'm not in the game. Leave the game. Leave the game. It's a glitch.
Leave the game.
Leave the game.
Yeah, you told me earlier on.
Leave the game. Leave the game.
You're not doing it.
Leave the game. Fishy on me. Leave the game.
Arthur.
Okay, everybody ready up.
I didn't pick a combo.
Jack, I've got Mike, and I was playing with him earlier on. Arthur just got.
Here, hold up. I'm gonna get the recon expert on. Never
I
mind.
got Monkey left.
Yeah, I put the Travis Scott on.
Oh, Arthur invited me.
Ready up.
Oh guys, I gotta go.
Hey, Arthur.
Oh, I gotta go then too.
Arthur.
So this Mason, I can get back on.
Jack and Ethan want to be more friends with us.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Scuff.
up, guys? Welcome back to brand new boo boo video. Brand new boo boo video. Charlie! How you, boob?
Hey guys, so for this video, I'm going to talk about some tips and tricks you can use to dominate an arena. As you should know, everyone's arena points reset because of the new season, which means we're all on the grind back to Champion Division. The thing is, we're in Fortnite Season 12 now. Not only is the game completely different compared to last season, but the player base is different as well. Most people know how to box fight, sort of how to rotate, and at least in my experience, how to perfectly grief your game. Seriously though, getting to Champion is not going to be easy, so take out a pencil, a piece of paper, and pay attention, as this is my Chapter 2 Season 2 guide to Arena. Before I get into the juicy stuff, I quickly want to cover the point or the hype system most of you overlook. For solos, you get 60 hype for placing top 25, 30 for placing top 15, another 30 for top 5, and 60 hype for a win. On top of that, you get 20 hype per elimination, and a bus fare depending on which league you are in. It starts with the open 3 division at 10 hype and ends with the highest champion division at 80. We honestly only care about everything up until contender 3. Now, if you played arena last season, you would know this is the same exact format as before. Placement is much more valuable and reliable since top 15 will get you more hype than 4 kills, so your goal is to stay alive. I know that's not the fun option because you could be out there W keying and killing everyone, but playing placement is the safest and easiest way to climb. Anyways, with that stuff out of the way, let's actually get into the main focus of the video, which is playing out the early game, the mid game, and the late game. Beginning with the early game, and my first tip is to find a good drop spot. My favorite spot is the gas station behind Frenzy that doubles as a Shadow Henchman safe house, but there are tons of amazing solo and duo spots all throughout the map. If you need help finding one, then either watch my video where I showcase a bunch of great solo looting routes, or use a website like lootlake.info to devise your own. The reason you want to have only one main spot, especially if you're trying to climb an arena, is just to eliminate as much RNG as you can. RNG means randomness and is what makes the early game so annoyingly difficult. There's RNG in what you get from chests, floor loot, who lands around you, and where the zone goes. However, when you always land at the same spot, you'll slowly begin to eliminate some of that RNG. For example, I know I'm safe and I won't get into a fight for the first few minutes of the match until someone who lands near the bridge or at the red house rotates over. That gives me an idea on how long I have to farm up materials, find a shotgun, and get full shield before I could end up in an engagement. Even more important though is that I know where I'm likely to get engaged upon. Most of the time, that's while I'm still inside the bunker and they try to sneak up in through the dumpster or telepody. No matter where exactly it is, the point is that I'm never surprised or taken off guard, which would happen a lot if I had a different drop spot each game. My next early game tip is for the drop off the battle bus. In the past, I've always said to land on floor loot when you can because you know what you're getting. I still do stand behind this, and I will always land on something like a gray tack when I see one, but if you're landing at a house or building, always land on a chest spawn. Ever since chapter 2, chests have a 100% spawn rate, meaning they will will always be there. This is much different than before chapter 2, where chests had a random spawn rate. Sometimes they just would not spawn at all, which is why I never advised landing on them. Then the other big change that happened was that Epic vaulted bolt action snipers in season 2 and removed fishing rods from chests. That means you're basically guaranteed an AR, SMG, shotgun, or pistol from a chest. With floor loot on the other hand, sometimes it will just be heals or materials. So again, unless there's a tac or an SMG on the ground near your drop spot, always land on chest spawns. Still on the early game, and another helpful tip is figuring out your loadout. This should go hand in hand with your landing location and loot route, because you always want to have an ideal loadout in mind. For me, that's an upgraded shotgun, which I get by using the decoy grenade trick and killing all the henchmen, as well as an AR, SMG if I have a pump, minis, and floppers. Mind you, if you're someone who doesn't land near any water, then your loadout will be completely different. You cannot expect to get a heavy sniper or C4s if you don't land near a vault spot, or floppers and slurp fish if you do not land near fishing holes. You gotta be realistic and do your best to come into the mid game with that perfect inventory. My last little early game tip is to be aware that Epic changed the timer on the first zone. Instead of making it 3 minutes to completely close in, it now takes 4. So even if that change was mainly intended for people dropping at the new spots and the edge of the map, it helps out everyone if you're aware of it. Moving on to the bulk of the video, and that is the mid game. This is where you should have close to max mats and a realistically ideal loadout. Your one goal at this point is just to rotate. Literally, that's it. You can either rotate on foot or with a launch pad if you're forced to. You just need to rotate. A helpful trick I always use is to pull up my map after the next zone pops up, mark the center of it, and then do my absolute best to get there. Obviously, this is much easier said than done, but if you can get there without getting into any fights and avoiding everyone, then do it. Just because you see someone rotating in
Take flight.
Smoke's down.
Get in my way. Oh my god, I'm a beast. Oh my god.
front of you or to your side does not mean you have to shoot them. I feel like this is something people forget, and it's a big reason why they get into mid-game fights and die. Of course, you're gonna get pushed or held in zone if you shoot someone in the back while they're rotating. Be smarter than that and avoid it entirely by just rotating to your marker without shooting at them. Next tip for when you get there is to base up around a tree, a rock, or a building, preferably on high ground. This is so you can build a 1x1 and then farm whatever object you based up on to get back max mats. I do this a lot inside buildings where I'll break all the doors and windows to make sure I can't get shot, and I'll also do this trick with extra materials I have from an enemy that I eliminated. Speaking of eliminations, the mid game should, in theory, be similar to the early game in that you do not get a ton of kills. The only two situations I recommend fighting are when you get someone really low while rotating to center circle, or you unfortunately get pushed by some absolute maniac. Either way, I tend to avoid these fights because they almost always turn into box fights. The problem with box fights is that they make you very susceptible to getting third-partied, and in the current meta, box fights are way less skilled than before. Why? Well, mainly because of the removal of traps. I can't even begin to tell you guys how many psychopaths have jumped into my box in the past few days, and before you say that it's a smart play, I agree that it can be when the other person is low. I even advised you guys to do this in my other video, and I still think it's smart. With no traps in the game, there's no fear of jumping in people's boxes to secure a kill. The key word there though is secure. It is not a smart play to jump into someone's box when you haven't even done damage to them. This creates a 50-50 that you could have easily avoided. By the way, if you're getting pushed, the only thing you can do now is to fight back and keep building and moving. Other players will not hesitate to take your wall or phase in and try to spray you to death. So because you don't have traps, you have to use all the non-trap tricks I showed in my counter aggression videos. That's stuff like side jumping out of your center box, editing down out of it to reset, and making different edit peaks to take your opponent off guard. It's also stuff like taking a tac shotgun and extra heals to help you survive drawn out fights and 50-50s. All in all, with the current W key jump in boxes meta, you gotta adapt or be left in Contenders League. Back to rotations, and you want to do your best to get to center zone for circles 1 through 3. This won't always be possible, and a lot of the time you'll be stuck on the edge, but whenever you can, center zone is the best option. On top of that, when you base up in zone, do it in brick or metal. Wood is simply way too weak for any zone past the first or second, and you'll be at a much higher risk of getting sprayed at. Easily my favorite thing to do in the mid game is to sit in a cone and collect information. All you do is just jump into the top of a 1x1, edit the cone without selecting any tiles, and you can see everything that's going on around you. Usually I just sit there and plan my next rotation. Sometimes though, I'll get a little cheeky and edit up one side to take shots on my opponents. Second to last note about the mid game is planning for the half and half zone. This is the 5th circle of the match that is half inside the zone and half outside of it. The way you play around it is by basing up on the edge of the 4th circle and not the center. This way you take the gamble, while at center zone, you will never ever be inside of it. Final thing I wanted to say regarding the mid game is to plan your rotations. Plan where you're going to rotate to, how you're going to rotate, aka with a launch pad or walking, and when you're actually going to rotate. In this clip you can see the 4th circle is in a weird spot for me, so I place my marker on the left edge for where I want to go. The reason I decide to rotate down and around is because I know nobody's by the beach side and I have a free rotation. Then as you can see, after I make it to zone, I use my other tip and base up near a rock to get some mats. I definitely should have stayed more towards the edge, but it doesn't really matter because I lose the gamble and get a max half and half zone. Still, I plan again where to rotate, which is from the bottom up towards the top, and make it to the half and half circle. The last stage of the game, which commences after the 5th zone, is the end game. And unlike the mid game, your rotations here are going to be a lot more chaotic. Therefore, your sole goal is to survive and get into the next safe zone. It doesn't matter whether you end up on the edge or center of it, on high ground, mid ground, or low ground, you just want to stay alive. Keep in mind, high ground is definitely the most advantageous, but don't force yourself to try and get up to it. Definitely my most important tip for the end game is that you want to master as many tunneling techniques as you can. The most important ones are the standard box tunnel, the single ramp tunnel, or the ramp wall tunnel. All of these methods will keep you protected from people shooting at you as you rotate. Another obvious late game tip is that this is the time to utilize all of your utility. If you're a flopper boy like me, that means sitting in zone and rotating late. Or if you get lucky and have a mythic grappler, you can use that too. Whatever the utility may be, do not tunnel vision and forget to use it. Lastly, remember that this is the time to look for picks and to take shots on opponents while they rotate. Even if it's a measly 10 damage pump, trust me when I say the shot is worth taking. You never know how low someone might be, what loot they might have to help you win, or how impactful their death may be. So I know I didn't go too in depth into the late game. Let me know down below if I should make a full late game guide. I just feel like most people know how to play them out from zone wars or watching pros, which is again why the hardest part of the game to me is actually making it to the end game consistently. Overall guys, that is how to do better in arena and reach champion division. So if you guys learned something new or found the video useful, then do be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and to turn on my post notifications. Shout out to everyone using code Jarian. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys who uses my code. Even if you don't and you watch the videos, I still love you too. Otherwise, that's it from me, and I
Yeah.
Yeah, don't ready up. I'm gonna pick a different skin.
Huh?
Don't ready up. I'm gonna pick a different skin.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, yeah, I'm just changing my skin.
Yeah, hi. I'm just for arena in a bit.
Yeah, I just don't have anybody on there.
Don't you follow any of my friends on? But.
Can you ready
Let's
up?
steal my backpack.
What genre game?
How much ping are you in?
It's
You're cracked for having no ping. Do you even know what ping is?
yeah. Are you back in a minute, will ya?
I don't know.
Out the front or out the back? You're on the back behind that shed and she jumped over that fence.
Yeah, I'm just coming to Saturday.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Yeah? Get me nice buddy, please. Well, I'm sitting down here. Please. I'm in the middle of playing with my friends. I know.
No, not that.
What do you want to do?
With that hub.
I used to have.
Come on.
That hit me.
How much health you on?
I don't know.
My younglings. DJ.
Jeez, I was trying to do someone's signature on.
I'm just going to do something quick, okay? Alright, you can kill me as many times as you want.
guys. I'm gonna go play with one of your friends after the matches. Yeah, I know. Let's tell me, Shad, what have I done? Yeah? Sure.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
That way, fine. Yeah.
So I have someone still arena with us.
Exactly.
I have someone still arena with us.
Who?
Yeah.
Torsten.
That's bad.
My friend. Wait, can I just open my eyes slowly quick?
What?
Thank you. I'm gonna open my eyes slowly.
I've got to.
My eyes slowly, don't kill me. Don't kill me, guys, don't kill me.
Hey, Jack.
Don't even shoot
I'll
me.
What are you doing?
No. I was opening my eyes slowly.
Whatever.
What do you call eyes slowly in your country?
You call what?
I'm happy to react to my photo.
What do you call eyes slowly in your country?
You call what in your country?
An ice lolly, you spammer.
Oh.
What do you call an ice lolly?
I call it a popsicle. It's like a thing that's flavored in its ice.
But you're shadow.
Lollipop.
Oh, you call it a popsicle?
Yep.
My stepfather then.
That's gay.
It's what?
Gay.
Why?
Torsten!
Huh?
I was like,
No, look, do you like, no, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill.
How's the TV remote? Oh, listen. Just click any button. That you call it for me.
No, don't kill
Come
me.
in.
what are you doing?
Don't kill me, Lana. Alright, let's go.
Oh, you're using ice lolly.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah, how did that move?
But I'm going really easy on you.
Yeah.
You can get us an arena when he's that
I
good.
do, Jack. I never tried to survive.
What?
Yeah.
I was speaking with my friend that you can get us an arena win because you're cracked.
Cause I'm cracked?
Jack, I did one right next to you.
Why, thank you. I didn't know I was cracked.
You
Right
are.
behind
All
you.
my friends call me a bot.
Oh, I'm not a bot.
I got something kill kit, okay?
Do you think I'm a bot?
No.
But I moved.
They
Because the
just call
house
me
is really
bot 'cause
unsafe.
I don't have that many. Well, I do have skins. They just don't think I have them.
Yeah, I'll come. But Jack, do you want me to knock you tomorrow?
It knocked you down.
That hit me? Jeez, I need to try eye. I wish I had an ice.
You're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. GG.
I'm bad?
No, I said you're dead.
I got a gold trap.
How did you just take a wall from me? I'm 300.
Where?
I must suck at my keyboard. It changes different colors whenever I do email.
Die, Fraser.
Frasier. Did you just say Frasier?
No. Do you play on keyboard and mouse?
You didn't know that?
I'm gonna drop all my weapons now because I killed Kit.
Do you play on PC?
Yeah. You didn't know that? Look at on the top right of my screen.
I'm gonna go eat. Bye, you can have my gold sub if you want.
Or just look at like the, what is it called? The voice chat.
Yeah. I'm gonna go around here. Someone be good Ethan. You serious?
I'm on one house.
Yeah, seriously, I've...
No! No! Where are you at? Where are you at?
Maybe I'll be down and I'll hold with med kit.
No, I was 1 HP.
I should have a pickaxed you. I was trying to pickaxe you. That's what I get for being cocky.
You're not that far.
Cocky.
Do you even know what that means?
Yeah, it's funny. That's what I get for being cocky.
Run regular.
Cocky means you're not being focused and you keep doing like dumb stuff. I'm going full try hard now.
Cool. Starting then. Oh, fuck. Fine, man.
Oh, why you keep building? You're 50 HP.
Yeah, they should have seen them. Guys, look, the chopper.
Get in the chopper. Is your brother bad at the game?
He's alright.
He's probably trash.
Guys, you can all agree with me. These headshots are way better than the China
I could
ones.
beat him in a 1v1.
Yeah, you can all be henchmen and you gotta protect me. And because I'm the good kitty, I don't drive it.
Even though my phone is, let's see here, 2%. Hello?
Oh, Jake.
Will?
Why'd you call me? Yeah?
Will?
Yeah, why'd you call me? Yeah, hello? Why'd you call me?
Hey guys, look at this.
Oh, it said that you missed FaceTime call.
How can you do that on an aeroplane without falling off?
Why does he call it an aeroplane?
The tires just push it
It's
off.
called a chopper. Does he know that?
Yeah, I know. So ruthless.
I found.
Yeah, I know.
We should actually see my wall like that. Nice.
I suck, dude. I can't take your wall. How are you at like 200 ping, dude? And you take my wall. I suck at taking walls.
Go to the top.
I'm only at 3 ping, and that's like way better than you.
Coast henchman versus real henchman.
I know how to do stretch res.
They like that. They keep killing me skins when they say.
Don't kill me, don't kill me. I need to change my monitor.
Yeah, I'm apart from their boss.
No, hold up.
It would be cool if you were forced to be and henchman didn't shoot you.
I must.
I'm shot.
I just went for the tech.
I'm dead, man. This game's actual dog. I can't.
Guys, cover me! Guys, I can't.
Shit! You dog shit!
Your dog crap. Your dog crap. This is a family-friendly live stream. I'm live streaming, so don't. People are watching. This is a family-friendly live stream.
A live stream.
Yeah, it's family-friendly, so you can't.
Guys, look.
What's a live stream?
You don't know what a live stream is?
Yeah, I do. Okay, chill.